So good afternoon again, everybody. My name is Cameron Dunson, and today I'll be doing part 4 of our extra credit assignment, which is a little tutorial on linear regression. So what we're going to do is go to our data. So here, according to the assignment, like I said, we want sales price, and we want, sales price, and we want building size for our data analysis. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the data tab. We're going to click on data analysis, and then I'm already on here, but they have a number of tools to use for data analysis. So we're just going to go ahead and click on regression if you haven't already. And so we have two columns already filled out. But what I'm going to do is just start out with you guys. We're going to go from here, sales price, all the way down to here. And that's going to be our input Y. And for our input X, we're going to have this building size column. So what we're going to do is we're going to click labels. We want labels on ours, and we want everything that is stated in these boxes right here. So if you haven't clicked them already, go ahead and make sure it's all checked, and then we want a new worksheet. Click OK, and voila. So we have two different charts. We have two different charts right here. We have an ANOVA table. We have our intercepts, our standard deviations. I'm just going to spread these guys out just so you can see some of the information a little bit better. And yeah, so here we go. We're gonna go do a little bit of some tweaking here to kind of get what we want. So like I said, we're gonna do this, move this over here, and let's make this a little bit wider. Widen this guy out so you can kind of see this information. We're gonna make C a lot bigger so you guys can see the standard area and the residuals. We're gonna move D over just a little bit. So we have our building, a little bit of accident. Just press Control Z. Don't do that. So we move our chart over to here to kind of give it some space. This guy. We're gonna move this over here, and we're gonna move you a little bit back. So we're gonna add some stuff to this guy. So what we want a trend line in this one, and we want sales and our predicted. Do you want to do the sale based on sales, or we want to do it on predicted sales? We're gonna do it for predicted sales, and then we're gonna get this guy to show a format trend line, and then we're gonna get it. So if we have linear. And we're going to display our R's and our squared values on here in this chart just so you can get bigger viewings. X out of this guy. And so we already have our labels and our axis for each video right here. However, we forgot, well, we didn't forget, we just have yet to add format data series. Do that. So we exit out of that, and we're going to go add trend line. And then we're going to show, like we did the other one, display both these on the chart, and you can see it over here. This guy over here. So just to make these a little bit bigger for you guys to see and extend the value, and just like how I did down here, or format trend line. I don't know what happened to the values here. Go back. I'm just gonna see what happens after I get rid of this, and then we're gonna add it again. More options, and we're just gonna add this over again. I don't know why it disappeared on me. Anywho, so we go right here, make this bigger, just like the last one. You need to be that big, just big enough for you guys to see. So here is the Y values. That's 14. That works. We're just gonna move it around just so you guys can see it a little bit more clearly. That is the formula for this trend line right here. So, with that taken care of, I'm gonna move this over. So now that we have all these charts down, so what exactly does this mean? Well, we use linear regressions to kind of measure the strength of a model or the strength of the two relationships. In this case, we have building size and square footage. I mean, excuse me, not square footage, sales price. So you can see that we have 42 or in 43 observations. So we have 43 different inserts we can have, and then we have the standard deviation, which is also known as standard error right here. Now our R kind of tells us the strength of the model. It tells us, how accurate it is possible the relationship is. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a little equation to, do some forecasting here ourselves. So we're going to have equation. We're going to have square footage, square footage, or just go square foot. Let's make this row a little bit bigger. And now we're going to put in sales price. So these are our categories. I'm just going to make these a little bit bigger for our upcoming equation. I'm just going to change this to square diffusion. So our excuse me, our equation is going to be, let me definitely make this a little bit bigger. So it's going to be our intercept plus our building size times square feet. So we want these two guys to happen first. Again, I'm going to definitely need to make this a little bit bigger. Go in here. Definitely making this a little bit wider. Alright. So here, this is our equation. Make this a little bit more fancy. Italicized. So we're going to use these numbers to kind of give us a prediction based on our model, which we've already constructed, to kind of, like I said earlier, you can use a linear regression model to kind of forecast or use the strength of already pre-existing correlations to kind of see or give you an estimate of the future. So we're going to use intercept plus building size. So we're going to equals B17 plus B17, and we're going to do times, this is G37, I believe, and you should press enter. So we got our first number here. So we're just going to do the same process based on each square footage. So what this is telling us is based on our intercept and based on the expected building size, and we can multiply this by an expected or given us an expected square footage, and it's going to give us a sales price. Now this is not completely accurate, but then again, it is a big you need to control Z that one. It gives us a big help in trying to make the right or accurate decisions. And then here we're just going to do, could just type in 5,000, but for the sake of this video, we're going to do this. And for this last one, you're going to do the same exact process. So we're going to do equals B7, keep doing that, B17 plus B18 times, and we have our last square footage, G39. So voila. So here's our data based on our current estimates of square footage of 3,000, 5,000, and 10,000. Just to make it a little bit cleaner. So here it is. So we have our regression, our R's, our ANOVA. We have our labels on our graphs here, our trend lines. We have trend lines. We have for the line fit plot, and we have a sprint for how accurate our model is. and then we have the each observations on the residual outputs, and then we have our ANOVAs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video for linear regression, and thank you for watching.